Hey, what's up, everybody? Today's project is a bit of a challenge, and I'm really looking forward to getting into it. I got this scooter for free. Sounds great, right? Well, there's a pretty significant catch. The engine is seized, completely locked up. Doesn't get much more challenging than that, does it? This is going to be an epic saga of trying to bring this thing back to life. A true test of patience and persistence. So, the story begins with a seized engine. This means the piston is stuck inside the cylinder, unable to move, frozen solid in its place. This is a common issue, and the reasons can vary widely. This can happen for a number of reasons: rust, which is a major culprit, lack of lubrication, leading to metal-on-metal friction and eventual seizing, or even extreme heat, which can warp the components and cause them to bind. Whatever the cause, our goal is the same: free that piston and get this engine turning again. The first step in this long journey is to use a combination of techniques, starting with a tried and true method. First things first, we'll try the classic method: penetrating oil. I'm going to soak the cylinder with this stuff, liberally drenching it from every angle, and then let it sit, and hopefully, it'll work its magic. Penetrating oil is designed to creep into tight spaces, working its way between the piston and cylinder wall, breaking down rust and freeing up stuck parts. We'll give it a good dose, really dousing it, and then let it sit for a day or two, or even longer, allowing the oil to deeply penetrate and work its wonders. Patience is key in this process. After the penetrating oil has had some time to work, we'll move on to the next phase: applying some heat. Using a heat gun, we'll carefully apply heat to the cylinder. The goal here is to carefully warm the metal without causing any other problems. Heat can help expand the metal, potentially breaking the bond between the piston and the cylinder wall. We'll be careful not to overheat anything, as that could cause more damage. Just enough heat to help things along, helping to loosen things up. Now comes the moment of truth. After the oil and heat have had their chance to do their job, it's time to try some brute force. We'll carefully see if the piston will budge. This might involve a wrench on the flywheel, carefully applying some leverage, or even a hammer and a piece of wood, tapping gently to avoid causing damage. It's a delicate balance. Too much force and we risk damaging the engine, potentially breaking something or causing more problems. Too little, and we'll never get it free, and we'll be stuck with a seized engine. If all goes well, we should be able to get the piston moving, even just a little bit, which will be a huge victory. From there, we'll continue working on the engine, carefully checking for any damage, like scoring on the cylinder wall, or any broken components, and figuring out what caused the seizure in the first place. That investigation is critical to ensure the engine doesn't seize again. This is a true repair challenge, a test of mechanical skills and patience. And I'm excited to see if we can get this scooter running again. This scooter has a lot of potential, and it would be great to get it back on the road. Stay tuned to find out if we succeed. The fate of this scooter hangs in the balance.